All right. So, you know that lady in Loki season 2, episode 1, General Docs? The lady who's like, we have to prune the timelines. It doesn't matter what's going on. And she pretty much is like, nobody was leading the TV, or the timekeepers weren't real, but the mission still was. And she grabs X5's head and she's like they're like rubbing heads and stuff. Let's get into that video today. Now I feel weird. All right. So you know that like extremely mad lady in Loki season 2, General Docs? Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. The one who people are saying she's possibly a Ravonna Renslayer, or she's just a general, or blah blah blah, and Kate Dickie was casted as so and so. Let's get into those leaks and rumors, or spoilers, whatever, and we're gonna talk about stuff. But I just want to tell you before I start this, once again, I do not know this as a fact. I do not know that yet. I've reached out to a couple people, and I've got a reply. I've got a reply on other things, but not on that. So clearly it wasn't revealed yet or showed yet or whatever. But the thing that we are going to talk about, once again, spoiler alert, I don't want to ruin your life, as my buddy Wars2 would say. Let's get into it. So Grandma General Docs right here, aka the strong warrior lady. If you look at her chest, she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She has 8 different medals, which one looks like Ultron, a bunch of them look like Kangs. She clearly looks like she was possibly like, you know, a general for He Who Remains in his war, or that's so we thought. Now let's get into the I guess you could say plot leak for this. Let's go. So first off, we'll start with this one. Now, Big DP reported this, but it actually came from Daniel RPK. So anyways, let's go. Loki and the rest of the TVA team want to get in her way, and essentially her way is General Docs, because they don't want other people to die, and they need the timelines to be free. No Kang overseeing TVA. TVA now on their own. So essentially what's going on is, you know, like we know, she wants to purge and prune these timelines, but everybody else wants free will at this point. The ending of Season 1 misled everyone. There is no Kang in TVA. We find out about this in Episode 1 and return to our usual agency, but at the moment, no one is responsible for them. The main plot for Loki, Mobius, and other agents of TVA are trying to prevent the elderly Sylvie, there's your spoiler alert, and the rogue agents from erasing the new timelines. During their mission, Loki finds our Sylvie, who is hiding in the 70s and works at McDonald's. So, like I just said, there's your spoiler alert. She is an older Sylvie. But why does that make sense? Because there's plenty of Lokis. There is easily an ability to have, say, Sylvie was in the war, killed the real General Docs, and took over her look, maybe? Or maybe she looks like that. Maybe she didn't say her name was Loki or Sylvie or whatever you'd like to call it. And before you tell me, Sylvie variant, doesn't that mean it's just a Loki variant? Sylvie's a variant of Loki, but at the same time, if there's a variant of Sylvie, it's a Sylvie variant. Get over it. I don't care. But this is where we're getting into this. Now, they're looking for our Sylvie, right? The one who made the mistake of killing He Who Remains, right? Yes. The last time we saw her, we see her at the end of the post-credit scenes where she's at McDonald's, and we also saw her in the elevator. Now, why was she in the elevator? We don't know, but that is the future. So obviously at some point in time, she ends up in the TVA, like in the trailer. Look, here's TVA right here. Here, you see her? There you go. There you go. Now you can't complain. She appears in the TVA at some point in time. And if you remember, the character played by Kate Dickie, once again, older Sylvie or General Docs, whatever you kind of call her, she literally takes a huge amount of TVA agents and goes through that portal to find Sylvie. They literally, whatever you want to call it, state, we have to find Sylvie. She is the cause of this. Why is she so bent on Sylvie? Is it because she knows exactly what she's going to do and she finally feels bad because of what happened, because what she did, and now she's trying to right her wrongs? Let's look at the second part of the spoiler for the plot. Loki, and once again, this came from Daniel RPK originally. Loki Season 2, possible plot. Kate Dickie is the main villain. She plays an older Sylvie trying to right her wrongs. She is using rogue TVA agents to erase the new timelines that appeared after the death of He Who Remains. Obviously, she knows what she did. She's probably trying to stop it and trying to keep that single sacred timeline. She's trying to fix everything without everybody else knowing that she messed up. Making sense? As She Dreads Me continuously says, and I hate admitting it, Tina, but how you said it's a circle. Yes, I get it's a loop and it's a circle, but it's not going to continue to be a loop in a circle because it has to break. The whole thing is Loki appears as a serpent sometimes, right? Head to tail. The whole thing is it's the head chasing the tail, biting and making a circle. At some point, that has to break, because if it doesn't break, we literally won't get anywhere with Marvel. So you have to admit it's going to break. Whether he becomes Loki, you know, the teller of stories, or he becomes Loki, the god of stories, or Loki, the god of mischief, or Loki, the god of sitting in a chair, or whatever, we're going to know that Loki's going to end up running the TVA with Sylvie, or Sylvie could do it herself, and Loki could end back up in the 616. But no matter what happens, I'm telling you right now, that is Sylvie. I am so bent and positive the way that character is being portrayed. Did you see that? Like, once again, I said that weird thing with X5 where she was like caressing his forehead. She is manipulating certain people under her will. And people are starting to realize she's wrong. But guess what? She is continuing to do it because she's doing what is best for her. Why would Sylvie say, "There you are," and Loki get pruned right away? I would love to see the scene after that. Obviously, we're going to get back to that. We've seen parts in the trailer where we see the Citadel again, which is right there. It's all broken. We've seen parts where we see Sylvie in the TVA, like I said again. Victor Timely in the TVA. Ravonna Renslayer back in the old past. Miss Minutes. Everything. So, I'm going to assume the reason why they're also saying Kang is not running the TVA, because it's weird. If the past, the present, and the future are together running in a single linear way, and He Who Remains is dead, then there is no He Who Remains. But we will get a He Who Remains eventually, I'm assuming. But for right now, he is not He Who Remains. But it's weird that those Kang statues were still on the wall, and he never removed those. I don't know. That's a video for another time. Let me know what y'all thought down below. Who do you guys think General Dox is? I'm 100% going to go with Sylvie. Let me know in the comments down below. Let's argue. See y'all in the next one.